Okay, well, we need the outfits for starters.
Well, yeah.
How are they coming in with cosplay
Probably
already?
the best dressed showmatch lineup we've had. I see a Paper X jersey.
Yeah,
Now that's bold.
That's kind of crazy, right? Like, all right, fair play. I'm on board. I love it. Everyone's excited for this, but we kind of... Look, we can circle this one back around as well. Look, these lot on stage, you get themselves ready, lock themselves in. I mean, yeah, this atmosphere is wild, but let's kind of roll it back to the agent because, look, we were flying through that. I want to slow it down a second and get a little bit more context. I didn't think we got to the ult.
No, so we want to talk about Basequake, June.
Yeah. So Basequake, it's like a cone ultimate, which is an unusual shape for her.
Oh, okay, first time?
Yeah, you know, Mix is a back line. Your teammates are running out in front of you. We want to make sure that you don't hit them right as they're going out onto the site. So we have this cone ultimate. It deafens, slows, and knocks back enemies. So enemies who are hiding maybe on the site, it'll like actually push them out from cover. Also, it has this cool effect of making it so all these all the audio from like dashes and steps and abilities they can't hear, right, because they're deafened. So yeah.
So actually could work on a stage like this, huh?
Yeah, actually probably the perfect
Don't give it to Paper X, please.
No.
They're already up to no good here. But again, if we're now starting to kind of, no, we've done the scripty stuff, we can actually start talking about it like normal humans. How do you kind of see this playing as well, though, Mike? Because like you've been looking at this a little bit, we have as well. Like I'm sure you have questions.
Because there's a lot of ways this kind of sits in towards kind of well, call it supportive, also in terms of like initiator sort of play style. So it slots right between controller and initiator for me. Do you kind of tend to agree with that?
Yeah. I think this character is definitely a character that thrives on those like exec heavy comps and maps. You know, we're having that stim, having you know, the heals after your fight, having concusses and smokes, like it really brings together a kit that really supports and execute in that way.
Yeah, I mean, I do feel like I'm just going to be plagued by duos with this now, though. It is like
it is the go-to,
agent,
right? If you're a duelist, you see, again, queue up, and you've got basically something can fill both roles. Yeah,
it feels quite flexible, too. It doesn't feel as... Okay, being completely honest, I get a little nervous when I hear support, right? Or something very passive and maybe not as involved, but it does feel like it fills both parts, right?
Well,
it doesn't
master
feel...
almost.
Yeah, as you said, it refreshes on kills, like with the stims, and it kind of snowballs. It still feels really present. Was that something to have to try and keep in mind of this kind of idea of not having it being two backlines, but still feeling involved, still feeling like you're influencing the outcome?
Yeah, definitely. You know, Mix is a character where you're very like buddy to buddy, shoulder to shoulder, fighting there with your team.
Yes.
A lot of our other supportive outputs are like through walls or from far away. They're not like quite in the thick of it. Whereas Mix is definitely a character you want like by your side, fighting with you, trading you, cleaning up the mess after, you know, the whole thing.
So I guess actually we talk about controllers then actually. It's more, what's the range on the smokes? You obviously saw the cast range there. Is it similar to other controllers like Brimstone, for example?
Yeah, similar to other controllers. Actually, I think a little bit bigger.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, definitely have a good bit of reach.
Not kind of Astro Omen completely disconnected. They can play from the other side of the map. It's more with the pack.
Yeah, more with the pack.
And have you guys, I mean, all of you have tested this out, right? But have you seen any compositions that kind of suit it well? Have you seen any of those sort of like synergies already showing in some of the like gameplay tests?
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely a character we wanted to be, like you guys kind of commented, that like duo, team play, social character that's really about being quite flexible, but we've seen a lot of success with all of our entry fraggers.
Yes.
And, you know, maybe not the ones that get too far ahead, like a Neon might be, you know, you stim them, they just kind of take off into the distance, you know, normal Neon stuff. But like a Phoenix or a Waylay or a Jet, any of these characters, right, where you'd expect to be a little closer to them.
And have you tried it in the new game mode as well? Because I feel like it would really suit. This is like, as I said, just playing with your buddy, a little bit of warm-up, let's hop in and just like duo it out.
Yeah, the whole kit is like S tier on Knockout. He's very, very good. So yeah,
nice.
Check him out.
No, I was just going to ask about Knockout. Yeah, basically what we're going to be looking for today.
Yeah, again, in my mind, when I'm thinking about Knockout with this, it's just that, I don't want to say snowball effect, because I do feel like there's a comeback mechanic of when you go through that wall, for example, if you're really pushed back, you're still being told that there's someone behind the lines here. Is that ever something you have to keep in mind, that there is like comeback mechanics in these new game modes as well? Like trying to keep it like not too oppressive if you are like on the receiving end?
Yeah, exactly. There's a huge risk with actually going into the enemy lines and trying to get those last kills, because if you don't succeed, then they can potentially swing it all the way in the other direction by snowballing and reviving all their teammates.
Okay.
So it has to be very intentional in terms of like going and clearing that space with your allies.
It's always kind of fun, interesting, and finding out the depth of the mechanics you guys have have to consider, because obviously it does go to the extremes, right? Like sometimes you will be absolutely hammered in spawn, but there has to be that way back through. I do think we are pretty close to getting into this, and I kind of hope we see some of those OT mechanics, because I think we alluded to it earlier, but that kind of tick down of health. I watched one of the videos, and it actually puts people on the spot. I felt pressured. I was terrified watching it, let alone playing it.
Yeah. It forces a fight in a way where either team needs to take contact. Otherwise, the resolution is it's a 50-50 in terms of who wins.
Okay, I think we are almost there. Thank you for your patience. We are diving right in. There's going to be 3 maps, so best of 3 rules, basically. Now, will I be able to keep up on that? No idea. But we get to watch the brand new agent in action. Mix. Let's see who's actually at the helm of this. I do need to kind of check in on that.
It's been a long time since you casted from this side.
Yeah.
Again, here seeing the notification here. That's it.
Yeah, we really wanted to make sure that players felt like they were getting rewarded for their assists, like we were celebrating that more in games. So you can actually see as you're watching Mix Series getting these assist banners that show, oh hey, you just got an assist because of this ability you used.
Okay, and what's the refresh time? Is it fully refresh the ability in terms of the stim?
Yeah, so every time you get a kill while you have Mix's stim on you, either the person received the stim or Mix himself, that will refresh the full duration of the stim.
Okay. I think as well we just caught KATSEYE backed into a corner. We did see some of the util getting destroyed as well. What's the...
Yeah, so...
Sorry. KATSEYE just held down this for ages.
Yeah, but it does show that behind lines thing, right? Like, it's brand new for me, kind of keeping an eye on the UI as well, of some of the new notifications, even just seeing like, okay, you're resing Sage and then, again, reviving in 3, like these new updates. It's gonna be kind of fun just getting to grips with this new concept and these new sort of gameplay mechanics.
Yeah, it's definitely a more tactical mode overall.
And then I noticed as well, when you go past the line, you get the Fog of War on minimap.
Yes,
you don't have the information.
Yeah, there's the Omen like minimap obfuscation that comes with his ult.
And I think it is all down to TCK, right? This
again, he just held down the floor.
Good luck, last alive. Gonna have to try and do some damage. Good work. Oh dear, overwhelmed in the end, and first round then gonna be ticking over to the other side. I think the crowd liked that one.
No. But the pacing, I mean, how quickly does the spawn retimer scale upwards? Is that kind of instantly from the get-go, or is it kind of incrementally across the round?
The intervals spread across the entirety of the round, but it's incrementally throughout the round.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's not linear. It's like it changes over the course of like you cross 1 minute and then it adjusts.
An average round time from, I guess, from playtest is well, obviously going to be different. But in terms of average round time, how long usually do these last?
It goes anywhere from like 2 to 3 minutes, I would say, on average, unless it goes into OT. But it seems like the way that both of these teams are playing is just like stacking all on one side and just running it down together, which I think is like a pretty interesting way of going about it. It's pretty chaotic right now.
Yeah, I think Chaos is going to be the name of the game here, if I'm honest. But even with that... unlucky. But again, it feels like you have to be quite intentional with those combat stims too, because they're not going to be sat around forever. It's not a long duration. It feels like you have to be quite aware of what you want to achieve with it. So it's not just something to throw out on the fly every now and then. It's maybe to set something in motion.
Yeah, definitely. It's an ability where it's definitely part of your go button, right? You throw that stim, you want to maximize every second you get of it. And you want to make sure you can get in there and take a fight with it, because stims in general are just such a big combat advantage, right?
Are we holding spawn?
Are we?
Yeah, this is a strategy that we see pretty often too, right? So holding spawn, waiting for them to push, but then there's the wall mechanic. You can see the enemy team just push them forward.
I didn't see it on the minimap,
Yeah, so the intention there is that if teams do this, the wall is intended to flush them out.
And it gives them less space basically to operate from.
Exactly.
Okay.
Oh, they are getting battered.
They are getting,
And this is smoke and rolled. Just... Why they unleash Bstrdd in this? That does feel... Maybe we need to shuffle teams a little bit, gang.
I don't think they're going to agree to that.
You don't think so?
No.
I also think they quite enjoy seeing
the crowd also hates seeing one person alive not pushing forwards.
Yeah, but it's Keznit, so the whistling's not happening yet.
Yeah,
he gets given a lot more freedom on this. And alas, it is a mix. So we're going to see the gang run him down. But yeah, it's so cool seeing the fog of war, or like the Omen sort of like TP.
Yeah, again, obviously lacking map layer, but also when you spot a player, they're not confirmed by minimap information either.
Right. It's just the notice that they're in your territory, right? So no like hard intel reveal, just generally in the area.
Okay.
Let's what's the game plan now? Okay, well, I was thinking of strategy. More for me.
We got the Tactibear. We're ready.
Yeah, the Tactibear,
True. That is highly necessary.
I hate to say it, but I kind of want to see Neon get stimmed.
There it is.
So, well,
Yep.
we got what we wanted. Now, will the observers follow that? No. No. We've got Mixwell. Thank you.
Who just got dropped by Sacy.
Yeah, I kind of want to see the interactions now with all the agents, see how that stim feels and how it kind of like, oh dear. Soypan's kind of doing some damage, but there is a chance for the resist.
I was going to say, just to clarify, the res is instant on the trade, right?
No, not instant.
Oh,
so
it's not instant.
It triggers the timer, right? And then the timer will extend over the course of the round.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, I'm trying to get used to just like looking towards it, so like the 4 seconds there for like the Sage to come back in a round, so it's like kind of, it's totally changing how I'm looking at the game as well, and the dynamics of these fights, because there is like the ability to totally turn the round back, potentially in your favor.
I see it now, yeah, up on the top.
Well, we've got another stimmed up Neon, but Suga's going to do it anyway themselves. They don't need the assistance, apparently. But again, I guess it is that kind of fact that both of them get the stim, right? It's not just one, it's not just purely to set them up. You're also in the fight.
Again, so Mix can kind of follow up on the duelist as well, and not just sit in the backline. You've got the stim benefit.
Yeah, it's really for you to both feel confident pushing together, right? And it's also one of those things where if Mix is the one who gets the kill, it'll also refresh the stim for both of you. So it's not like you're totally relegated to letting them get the kill. It's something that you're both engaging in together.
Now, if only they got an ult. I want to see the ult.
Yeah.
Mated to it.
Yeah, also the smokes look so cool.
They look really aesthetically pretty.
Are the smokes kind of like near sight, inside, like brimstones, or are they kind of empty, like...
They're hollow smokes,
okay.
So, yeah.
They are on match point now for one of them not mistaken.
Okay, I'll change it now. I want to see Neon ult stim.
Oh.
Yeah.
You just want Reddit threads to start?
Wow.
That's crazy. That's right here. That's wild.
Also throwing me off. Everybody using Spanish in game, trying to get the notifications right.
It's a little bit tricky, but again, there's that support system, right? Look at it. Look at the assists you're just farming through this. It's actually sick seeing this in play. Look at it. Yeah. And then it's refreshing, right? So you can just keep going through it. You're back in the action straight away.
Yep, absolutely. And it's something that we actually noticed really early on when we felt like we were really hitting our goals with the character is you would see the scoreline at the end of the game and Mix would have like 32 assists or something, right, on a really good game. So this is definitely for players who like to see their contribution represented in ways that aren't just top fragging.
Yeah, 100%.
And sorry, the stim refreshes on the assist, obviously, for Mix. Does that count for smokes as well?
No, it's just for kills or, yeah, just for kills from either player who is stimmed, either the player you chose or Mix.
Destabilizing. Teaming up.
Okay, so yeah, that is the enemy behind line. Okay.
Getting used to it. And we're getting 2 different languages. It's tough.
Yeah, yeah.
We're being put to work today. But, again, I just want to see more of the kit. I can't wait to see until like the pros get the agent in hand as well and just push it to the limitations, because I feel like they always find another layer to things that you don't quite see coming. And
well, I guess we talked about synergies as well. What have you discovered has been like the strongest synergy? Ooh, a second then. Wait, whose ISO just went out?
I actually don't know.
That was Keznit.
Keznit got an ace.
Okay, yeah.
Keznit got 5.
Just like that.
Keznit is trying in show matches. We've been here before.
But to come back to that, what's been the best synergy you've discovered? Is it like the dash? Is it the neon?
Yeah, so especially on the entry, like all of those for sure. But I actually think one cool part of the character is it's really fun to play Mix with your Sentinel, because you can support them and like anchor the site with them and empower them and play different parts of the site, right?
Okay.
When you think about a Brimstone who puts down the beacon, you kind of have to all be there for it to happen.
Yeah.
But this is much more like it has that range like Sage's heal, right? Where you can just throw it, put it on them from far away, and then you're playing off the stim together.
So actually cross-site, you could, as opposed to...
Yeah, you can huck it at them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm all aboard. We are going to be going to a quick break. Do not go anywhere. We've already had our first glance at the new game mode, new agent, and I'm sure you want to see more of it.
Let's go.
All right, hopefully you have caught your breath. We are back. Still in the show match. Now, I couldn't tell you who won the first game. Team Keznit. Keznit got 5. Keznit's trying very hard, but we go back through, right? And we were just kind of talking about it then. I want to just keep seeing this kit in play on this game mode because is it playing out in any way that you've seen so far? Is this a little bit sweatier? Are they playing it kind of similar to how you saw it in your testing?
Definitely very similar, but I will say the aggression on both of these teams is definitely not like anything I've seen before. I mean, like they're crossing the line just so aggressively and looking for that fight. It's almost as if there's like they're looking for a vengeance for whatever reason. I don't know if there's some hate.
What has gone on ahead of this?
Yeah, I don't know who's been talking trash, but apparently it works. We are starting to see some of the kit utilized here a bit further. Once it kind of simmers down a second, you can start seeing them try and find some stability. But again, this is just, I guess the encouragement of trading is in place. Speaking of trading, doesn't get it, Keznit. Who'd have thought it?
We just caught it there, the healing. How long does it last on the ground, and what is the total heal? So I think TCK was full HP, and I didn't know the teammate there, but stepped into it after TCK had died. So
yeah, so it will heal you to full pretty quickly from within the area, and it will pulse for several seconds. And in that time, it can actually be used by anyone.
Oh, so the enemy could potentially heal.
So you have to be careful.
Okay.
You can't just throw it out willy-nilly. You got to be a little more tactical about it. And sometimes you'll walk into it and they'll be like healing you through, like because it creates a big zone, right? You'll be on the other side of a wall sneakily healing or something like that too. So you got to be careful.
That's quite a unique mechanic.
Well, I was just, well, for a second. Well, here's the aggression we were talking about.
The kill feed is full.
death-balling.
Yes. But some of them can get, well, they did get res. I think there's still 3 alive. So, again, still not completely out of it. But you're right, the aggression is wild. So I don't think I've seen the mini-map in someone's POV a single time at this point. It's just gone. They are just permanently in front of the line, looking for fights.
Well, I was just thinking straight away there about kind of like the lineup denial. How quick is the heal? You said it's instant, and it will heal you to full. Would you be able to deny potentially like molly damage or things like that?
No, so you wouldn't be able to like deny, if you're like actively taking damage from a molly, you're not able to heal through that. Okay. While you're taking damage in Valorant, you actually have a buff applied to you that prevents healing and like, you know, that kind of thing. But yes, the heal comes out quite quickly. It can be shot before the healing happens, so if you're able, you know, kind of an interesting situation that would be where you can see the healing bot, but not the player it's healing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe an unusual situation.
You know someone's tucked in somewhere.
Yes, yes. And you have to be careful with it. You know, you don't want to give away people's location.
No, that is true. I guess you do look at the bigger picture of it. Sacy trying to put in some work here. Maybe try to keep Keznit under heal, but I don't know how it's going to go.
It's a tale as old as time.
Yeah. That leave Megan alone! We'd invited a lovely person to come play a show match. It's like, Keznit's killing them through walls.
Yep.
I don't think KATSEYE will be coming back for another show match. I can't. Having a great time here at this point. It looks incredibly fun. Again, I just want to get my hands on it at this point. Now, if we could get an ult, I'd be very...
Yeah, that's what I'm waiting for.
Get to work!
Again, especially here, because a narrower map.
On cooldown.
And especially with the way they're playing, you've got to anticipate someone who's following up. Yeah.
And it's the first time... hold on. TCK could have the ult. TCK has the ult. Observers, please! It's the other one! I'm being baited. I just want to see the ult. I mean, maybe we could see it in effect against them here. My sad.
You can see they actually they use the impulse there to flush her out of the smoke. So it's really about the size of the smoke.
Right?
Yes. So really it forced the peak there in that engagement, which is pretty interesting.
Yeah, I guess you get a little bit of area denial with it too. Like you can actually, I can't wait to see the pros get even a try on it. Even if it doesn't get into like meta rotation, even just seeing them figure out new ways to clear stuff.
It's a controller that kind of ticks a lot of boxes that kind of Astro does in terms of utility and being able to set kills up, but certainly more what you're saying in terms of deathballing and working directly with another agent, potentially be it a duelist or a sentinel. I'm actually really intrigued to see how it would work in some of the more traditional maps.
Yeah.
Obviously here, shining because it's fast-paced, everybody's going forward.
TCK, I believe in you. I think you're going to get us the ult online. I firmly believe. I might be delusional at this point, but I think I'll live by those delusions. But again, speaking of the ult though, it's the first time we're seeing something that shape as well, right? What was the idea behind changing that around in your mind?
So for us, we actually found that because the way Mix plays, like game to game, is you're often like, all right, the barrier drops, I'm smoking, I'm stimming you, I'm gonna like, maybe I have a lineup for a concuss, or like I'm throwing a concuss onto the site. You're often the last person in, or one of the last players going in, because you just have a lot of stuff to do to support your team. And we were just like, with like a traditional shape, we found that you just often would be hitting your teammates.
Sure.
So having that cone shape lets you line it up so they can kind of run alongside it with you.
Oh, that's great. And there's verticality to it.
Yes.
Right? It's not just a flat sort of cone, it has the vertical element.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, okay. Maybe my dream will come true of seeing said ult. TCK is giving me nothing.
Well, again, yeah, I'm more interested in kind of the coverage, how it kind of marries up versus like a Nightfall or a Rolling Thunder. Is it the same sort of area?
Yeah.
At the very end of it.
Yeah, like, it's kind of hard. I don't know how to do some math about cone sort of rectilinear shape area coverage. I don't think I have that equation off the top of my head. But I would say that, like, yeah, you would expect it to be like pretty similar, right, in terms of like the site coverage. If people are playing back on the site, it's definitely going to be wider back there than, of course, close to you. So something to consider when, like, how you cast the ability.
I think are we on map point here? I think we are for one team.
For one of the two teams, they are winning.
TCK's team.
Good.
Yeah, it's TCK's team on map point.
Okay.
So obviously the scoreboard at the top here, it's the round score up to 4, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
First to 4.
Keznit, I don't think likes that.
No.
I think Keznit is... Oh, Keznit's dead. Bstrdd just buried him. Down to the last 2. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to get any teammates back at this point. Megan joining in, that's going to sting.
That closed out. Pretty clean last round there. And actually, I just spotted as well at the top, to come back to the respawn timer, you have the indication the whole time through at the top of how long the respawn's going to take. Is that right, in terms of the waves?
Yes, exactly.
Just to confirm, we are going map 3. The crowd is... Yes, why wouldn't we? We need a tech pause in here at some point.
Yeah, we need a tech pause.
But no, we are going to go all the distance, so we get to see the full potential of everything coming up, so do not go away.
Like that. Why you want to act like that?
I think I can actually translate what was said there. I got a kill.
Yep.
I'm loving it.
Yep.
Look, let's go.
That
Megan.
one's for Paper X.
Put it in the bank.
They're going to need them
later.
today. That's
You
for
think
sure.
you? Oh, are you alluding that they are not coming in?
No
as the-
spoilers.
Okay.
No spoilers.
Okay. But we are going to go back through into this and kind of get to see once again if we may be treated through this. And actually, I didn't actually catch that for a second. Buy-wise, do you start in like pistols and then scale up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's kind of like round by round progression in
Exactly.
weapons.
Yeah, there are stage loadouts. They're up to 4, so starting with pistols and then SMGs and then like light rifles and then eventually like rifles.
Oh yeah, there it is. There's
Yep.
different stages. Cool. Okay. Let's see if TCK can keep us on board here. I'm praying for ults. And again, maybe I don't want to say less aggression. I kind of like aggression, and there's the setup on the neon. And
my ult is not
quite
ready.
get a fight yet on it.
No target.
I can't get the smokes look probably the coolest of any controller.
Really
I'm going to be honest, yeah.
Aesthetically speaking, I'm happy.
And then actually first time we've seen as well, actually the indication kind of the wall moving up. We saw it previously on the minimap, but see it there, the barrier moving.
Yeah.
And they're just ult orbs, essentially, right? Or on the ground to be able to move the wall up, right?
Yeah, so when you pick them up, the reward is 1 ult hit, and then you also regen your HP.
Oh, you get a regen as well?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so it's actually quite an encouraged aspect.
Actually, Mix just is insane for this game mode in general. In terms
Yeah.
of like the snowball and the regen.
That would be huge. All right, TCK. 3 more kills and I'd have been happy, but there we are. First round picked up. All good.
So just because we touched on it there, we come to the second round now and we go to SMGs.
Yes.
Is it kind of hard locked there, or?
There are a number of different weapon options other than SMGs too. I think it's Stinger, Bucky, Sheriff.
Okay.
I want to make sure I have that right. But
Sacy, loving being back on the stage.
I think they're doing an homage to Bstrdd.
Oh, okay.
That was actually his dance originally, I've heard.
I didn't catch the dance, so
Well,
I have to go back.
okay. Love we're taking off headsets.
Yeah.
Big
It's the tech
fan.
force. It's the tech force coming.
Yeah,
I
it was
wanted.
inevitable, right?
Brilliant. Play without headphones. All right, back into the action.
You can see the
Mixwell,
heal here,
3
too.
kill round.
You're actually
there
able
it
to
is,
heal through the wall. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
there's gonna be
so
some
you
ratty
don't need-
spots.
You don't need LOS on the actual util. It's within still within the RE.
Yeah, that's correct. So it's actually pretty useful too when people are on the other side of a box and you can't quite reach them. You can kind of throw it right there, and it'll still wrap around. I don't even just through the wall and be able to heal them.
And is it visual for the opponents too? Could you?
Yeah,
you can
you
see
can
the
see
effect.
that. Everyone
Yeah.
can see the zone, but it's really only the impulse object itself that is the shootable part.
Right,
So you do
right.
need LOS to that or to pen it or something.
Okay. It's okay. Slowed us down, and you died.
Well, it looks like maybe Sheriffs are the play for that then.
Yeah.
A couple of people running down with stingers and
Yeah.
Mixwell to clean up.
Yeah, there's always a couple maniacs on the team, right? You just buy the stinger and send it. It's just kind of the way it is.
I can't believe you've called me out.
And again, I think I just spotted there. Now we go to Bulldogs, Guardians, and I think a Spectre. So it is kind of like within the categories of like 1600 to, well, 2.2 basically in the buy and the third one.
yeah, it matches like the loadout value in terms of like how the categories are set up.
Okay.
2 more kills.
Operators possible?
Not in this one. Yeah.
Good.
I mean, we're 1 away from an ult.
I mean, the mode's supposed to be for fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
Someone tell the players that. Someone let them know.
Yeah, we got a
Okay, we can get to see.
That's a stun. That's a stun.
Ooh!
Natural
Input error.
Bachelor.
Input error on that. And is that just like a right click to change it over?
Yeah, you can right-click to toggle it, and it's very snappy. So it doesn't really add any time to casting of the ability.
Suga, come on. 1 more kill, then we get the ult.
I just want, I just want to be
happiness.
old now. Sassy's farming.
Sacy's removing the ability for me to see the ult.
Of course, it's
We're about to get another ice hole.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Yeah. Oh. Oh, punishment.
He's done a knife.
Knife. Bstrdd, please.
No!
It was so close to finding happiness. It is kind of fun though seeing this back and forth because I keep thinking, okay, round's done, and then the mechanics of like the rest is coming back in, and it feels like there's such like a momentum swing at times in this
Right,
too.
yeah, team swinging it back. And the fact that they're so bloodthirsty, sometimes they're just not pushing it together to get that last person. The ego peaks.
Yeah. This is the heal.
Again, I'm still trying to make note here of obviously the UI elements. Obviously behind lines indicated down here above the ammo. And then you were noting as well the assist marker and obviously top and center. That's the team notification, right? Everybody gets that to say enemy behind lines.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So your team, if somebody crosses the line, sees the enemy behind lines. And then if you are someone who crosses the line, then there'll be a debuff marker on the bottom left in the traditional section that exists.
Hey,
Ultimate.
Oh.
Yes!
There we go. I don't think we're going to see too much of it. Actually, no, they
Actually,
did.
yeah.
They actually did.
Yeah, actually did.
That's perfect.
Yes!
And there's
Let's
the
go!
assist banner on the bottom that actually shows like what ability got you that assist too.
Yeah.
So it's really, even though you didn't like necessarily see it happen, it's like you kind of get all the glory in the end, and you see that your impact was felt there.
Actually love it.
And
That
actually,
feels good too as well.
hard to
It's got a
gauge
feel
with
good
this
feeling.
minimap, but the range is, I think, probably similar to the back end of the Rolling Thunder of the Nightfall, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
This
So
could
in terms
combine
of a
pretty
site tech,
nicely.
it's going to provide the same coverage.
And it seems fast as well. It's snappy. It's the pace of it that kind of encourages.
Enemy remaining.
I mean, speaking of bloodthirsty,
Okay.
they're back to business. And
just
just
clutch
do
the
that,
last
I
one.
guess. Yeah, got to do it again. Sadly alone for now.
Oh
my God, what
that
a
was
shot.
clean!
That tracking was
That
nuts.
was insane!
Bem ali.
And when you res, do you res back in your spawn or where you died?
Yeah, back in the spawn room.
Back in the spawn room, okay.
And the spawn room never changes regardless of the
dear.
attack line, right?
Yeah, it's
always
spawn
the
room's
spawn
constant.
room.
Yeah, stay the same.
And again, we were down to one player just a moment ago. We're back at a 3v3.
Yep,
It's
yep.
so crazy.
Swung it
seeing
back,
these, like,
exactly.
swings and roundabouts that you can do.
And you can see this is like pretty indicative of this mode, right, too, where now it's kind of slowed down a little bit.
Yeah.
There's a little more tension to it.
It's kind of nice seeing this. Bstrdd waiting. Catch. Oh my God, more
Okay.
than waiting.
Waiting.
Had enough.
Waiting to strike.
Yeah, had enough of that one. Bstrdd putting on a show for us. And I guess buy-wise, we're into those bulkier buys now, right? You should be able to get those 4 weapons behind you as much as you'd want.
Yep, we're in the Vandals and Phantoms now.
Yes.
Odin,
No, Odin.
thank you.
Playing for
Yes.
fun. Playing for fun.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I thought the mode was for fun. What?
Yeah, no, the Odin is fun.
For one
Yeah.
person.
Yeah, for the person using it, yes.
Yeah, we call it the morale booster in our playtests.
Well, judges? Are we allowed judges in this?
Not in this one.
Again!
Yeah.
We've found happiness.
Yes. I think
This
I'm going to
is
spend a
brilliant.
lot of time here, actually.
You know what? I really like
I found my new home.
Huh. Okay. We're up again, are we? The celebration did not go well there.
No.
No, punish.
Keznit.
Because the
It's like,
bump police
nope.
just appears.
I do want to see another ult in the last couple of rounds.
I'd really like it. I'd really, really like it. Come on, TCK,
Enemy
I
down.
believe in you. I was so ready for him to just get the kill feed as soon as I said it.
Go, go, go.
And you can see there it's shootable, right? Able to clear out that concuss area.
This one's tense.
It's definitely slowed down a little bit. Yeah, they've realized
actually
it's
simmered
close
down.
game.
Yeah, they're all really trying to win now because it's 2-2 into the last game, right? So it's gotten sweatier.
Absolutely has. And
The sound effect of the AoE there, the stun, is actually so cool.
It's
In
very
comparison to the healing.
Yeah, our audio designer, Ryan, put a lot of effort in actually making that sound like music and actually like made some tracks to like kind of draw in and make it feel like there's like an audio track that's
Oh,
playing
wow,
as
okay.
the ability pulses.
oh, that's so cool.
And sorry, just the heal goes for the wall, just the stun as well.
Yeah.
Okay. Starting to get a little bit more of the idea of what you could do with this. Oh, Soypan. Fine TCK. Still, was it a 3v? Oh, okay, no. Sacy's at least bringing the numbers down to a 2v2.
It's so
This
hard to
might
keep
be-
track of
Well,
them.
yeah, because I'm like trying to keep up to
Yeah.
date on the res
Yeah.
going back in, and then I guess you need to position for it. If you know they're going to spawn back towards their spawn, so maybe you could move up a little bit. Just kind of like, it's a real map control game. I
Yeah.
kind of like this.
My time.
Oh dear.
Oh, that's nice. The stim to follow up there on the Gecko ultimate.
Yeah, and also that stim, you can right-click it to cast it just on yourself.
Oh, okay.
But, so like if you're the last one alive, it's
Sure.
not like you can't cast it.
Okay.
You just don't get that benefit of like killing a player and refreshing it.
Oh, that
So-
only happens if you do that towards a teammate.
Correct, yes.
Oh,
so
okay, interesting.
much like Sage's heal is often better on the teammate,
Yes,
very
yes.
similar case here where Mix's
So basically,
harmonizes better on team.
Don't be greedy.
Yeah, you
Don't
know.
be greedy.
Unless
Play
it's
for your
just
team.
you, then
Yeah.
you know, do your thing. Be greedy.
Yeah.
Treat yourself.
Amounts of greed is fine, just not too much. Speaking of the aggression, it feels like there's an actual tempo to what we're seeing now, and it's a firing squad. Mixwell and Keznit gonna have to sit this one out for a second. So you got 12 HP, but still in the fight.
But it's on a default skin. 100% clutching this now. And again, the
Yeah.
visualization here of the line moving forward.
But it's also not too intrusive as well.
No,
like
no,
it's
no.
not actually obfuscating any of the vision on this. And who do we have coming back? Okay, so 2 new players of 12. One from either side has rejoined, and actually that's a bit of a problem. Look how many are standing. Oh dear, this might be done for soon.
I mean, they're respawning still pretty quick. Now it's just gone off for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Well, to say that, 2 kills come through. But that was at the 2-minute mark, right? So like you said, it's at these milestones through the round.
Exactly, yeah. And you can see the timer up there, right under the timer.
Okay,
Okay, bud.
who's got something to do
Yeah.
about this?
Told you, default skin. Let's go crazy. The
And the
crosshair,
crosshair.
is gorgeous.
It is as
Classic.
Riot intended. I think we're down to 1 for now. Suga, this is a lot of work.
Spotted.
Oh, and instantly brought down. I mean, I want to play the game mode. I want to play the agent. You sold me. And I wasn't here to be sold, but it looks so good.
I guess in terms of that chaos as well, it's, like you said, it's a controller that can stick with the pack and really actually excel at pushing other players forward and getting them enabled in the fight.
Yeah, definitely. And I think a lot of our other controllers, right, they're supportive in very different ways. They feel like they're not necessarily like right there alongside you fighting, and Mix is definitely that character where it's a lot more, you know, buddy to buddy. You're fighting right there with your friend, and more social in that way, right? Because you can kind of see all the action that's happening as you play.
Yeah, I really didn't expect it to feel so in the action on that, so kind of instrumental at building your team in and feeling so involved in it as well. It doesn't feel like you're as hands-off as some of the others, like, you know, with like a Sky Heal or even Sage. That feels like you're right there with them. But again, game mode-wise as well,
There's a
kind of nuts.
Yeah, the perfect demonstration for it. But I love the pacing where it's kind of like, you know, 3 or 4 kills come through, somebody's got to clutch up and stay alive, wait it out, and the longer it goes on, you've got to basically just sit and wait.
Yeah. You saw how the teams kind of changed their strategy by that third match, right? Where it was like the ego peaking and going for that last kill without coordinating probably resulted in some swings that they didn't want to happen. So playing as a team is pretty important in this one.
If I'm not mistaken, if we are following what I know